If entanglement is real, why can't you use it to send a controllable bit faster than light? Like a cosmic walkie-talkie? In the energy filament theory, you can choose the question, your measurement basis, but you cannot steer the local closure outcome that creates each click. So each end's raw statistics stay the same and the correlation only appears after normal, slower than light record matching. People get stuck because they confuse changing the filter with controlling the result. Rotating your polarizer feels like turning a knob on reality. So you expect the other labs to see your knob choices written into their streams. But a single side stream is a blind box stream. Each click is born from local couplings, local threshold dynamics, and local noise in the media. EFT names that unavoidable micro jitter tension background noise TBN. The energy C is never perfectly still, and the final snap into a record happens inside that jitter. So you cannot force O on this run and 1 on the next, even if you know the source perfectly. Because the detector is not reading a sticker, it is creating a record at a closure threshold. Try the most naive texting plan. You decide O means measuring at one angle, and 1 means measuring at a different angle. Your friend on the other side collects outcomes and waits for your hidden messages to appear. What do they see? They see the same 50-50 looking clicks either way, because their local closure doesn't care which questions you asked on your side. All you changed is the correlation curve that would show up later when both logs are paired. And to pair the logs, you must share timestamps and setting choices through an ordinary channel, which already kills any faster than light dream. That is the whole trick. Correlation lives in a relationship between two notebooks, not as ink that magically appears in one notebook when you write in the other. Even the map refresh is local. When you change a setting, you rewrite your local navigation map, and any physical influence from that rewrite must propagate through the energy C by relay, not teleport. Now ask the key engineering question. What would messaging require? It would require your choice on the left to change the right side's marginal distribution in real time. So the right lab could decode without waiting for anything else. That never happens. Think of two halves of a lottery ticket printed together. Your half alone is random ink and fibers. Folding it, shaking it, or staring harder does not grow new words on the other half. Only when both halves meet can the match be verified. And that meeting uses normal communication. Or picture synced subtitles stored onto phones. They line up beautifully once you compare files. But tapping your screen does not secretly edit the other phone. This is why no signaling is not a magical theorem that blocks you. It's a practical consequence of how closure and bookkeeping work. If faster than light signaling were possible, labs would see controllable shifts in single side counts when the distance settings changes, and they simply don't. Entanglement gives shared structure and shared calibration, not remote control. Next, tunneling, where the wall isn't an abstract equation but a material, breathing boundary. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.